Right, hello. It is Halloween. Clocks went back last night, so it's 4:30 in the afternoon, and it is already starting to lose light. The sun's starting to disappear. I managed to kind of finish off the shelter for the arid bed. So we've got some corrugated across the front to stop the wind blowing in sideways and get everything wet when it rains. I've got some thinner flexi there's polycarbonate or really thin acrylic, but it's only about 2 mil thick, but it's quite strong just to finish it off around the bottom there to stop things getting wet. And I've got if you watched any of my videos from last winter, I made a palm box for some of my baby or young palms to overwinter. I'm not using that this year, so I had the door from the front of that, so all I need to do is just pop that open, and I can lift that up and get in if I need to. So we'll see how that holds up. If we get a strong wind, I may have to put another clip this side of the door just to stop it flapping about, but that is against the post this side, so we'll see on that one. So that's that kind of finished off, other than I want to put some strips down the seams to stop any water dripping through, and that'll be that finished. So obviously there's still going to be plenty of airflow, nothing's totally sealed up, there's plenty of gaps there for airflow for all the plants, that's not a problem. I briefly shoe this shelter in an earlier video, so I started to put the sides on. I don't really need to go through the build on this, it's pretty straightforward. It is literally just you get the heavy duty dahlia stakes, knock them at least a foot in the ground to make it nice and solid, and then build your framework around that, get some cross bracing on there to give it some strength. And that is, even though it looks fairly thin wood, that is pretty solid. I can't move that, and we had 50 mile per hour winds today earlier, and that's held up no problem. So again, I've got the corrugated down the sides and top. I've got some loads of these off-cut flexi perspex, so I'm going to go along, finish off the side, this side, back and the other side. At the front here I've got a couple more bits of corrugated, which I won't get round to doing today because it's getting dark, but probably finish that off next weekend. And I'll have a bit coming off the front here, tilt them down so it's nice and aerodynamic, and we'll have a breathing gap at the top here just to let the air flow through. So that's basically just keep the worst of the wind and rain off. And in fairness, most of these plants are pretty hardy, but that's what I done last year for the likes of the Livingstone, Chinensis, and various other plants. I mean, we've got the elephant ears underneath here. They came back last year after having the shelter on, so yeah, just got that to finish up. And then we've got the shelter over the cactus bed at the back here. This shelter I've used the last 4 years, or 3 years I think, last 3 winters. So this is literally just a basic frame with, again, corrugated and clear plastic. It's got a lid on it so I can open up and access if I need to. But that's held up no problem for all the strong winds over the last couple of winters, so that will do that, and that sort of helps to protect any plants at the back here in the corners as well, just keeps the wind levels down and whatnot. So yeah, we're starting to get there. Still got the bananas out, ain't done anything with them yet. So yeah, I've still got a couple of smaller shelters to make, just to go over. Really to go over this because I'm not sure how hardy the Cordline Superstar is, so I'll make a little shelter for that one, and I will be putting a shelter across here just to keep the wet off the Butea, Aerospava and Camrox Volcano, just to keep the leaves looking good. Otherwise that's what you get when you get damp cold winter, then you get all spot on the leaves. I want to avoid that, so I will just do a little angled sheet of perspex over the top of that, a few stakes, and that'll keep them looking nice. So that is about it for the shelters, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.